An impressive recovery mission near Toronto Island has wrapped up. Crews worked to hoist a 90-year-old vessel from the bottom of the lake. The 8-meter racing yacht sunk after a collision 2 weeks ago. As Ali Chiasson shows us, bringing it back to the surface was quite the mission.
It was in the second leg of the first race. The accident happened. In the collision, the boat got a hole in it, yes, which caused it to take on water, and it got to such an extent that the pumps couldn't handle it, and the boat went under.
The Severn II is an 8-meter racing yacht built of mahogany in Scotland in 1934. It's the crown jewel of the Giles family. Unfortunately, just before her 90th birthday, the Severn II sank in her last regatta. That was 2 weeks ago, just outside of the Toronto Islands.
With son William here was the last one on before she went down.
At the time of the collision, you're just worried about safety. There was no other course of action but to start to evacuate.
But the amazing thing was there was no injuries between the two boats other than some scrapes and bruises.
But good news from the depths of Lake Ontario.
We have an approximate location of the boat on the bottom. It is going to be surveyed by a submersible drone to assess any further damage. And if it's in the condition we think and hope it's in, they'll be able to raise it.
Let's go get her. Giles' family friend Mike, aka Rusty, takes us over to the recovery operation.
It's emotional. You've got to think at least 3 generations of the Giles family have been racing Severn II, and they don't just race it, they take care of it, they lovingly maintain it. It's a big part of their family. So when they lost it, the whole club kind of felt it.
It was touch and go trying to hoist her from the sandy lake bed 180 feet below the surface.
We then ran a remote operating vehicle down. We passed a line. We're attempting to connect her. And the idea is you pass a thin line, which brings a thicker line, which brings a lifting strap. The problem we're facing right now is that there's a lot of debris down there because her sails are still on board, along with spare lines floating around. So we're getting a little bit tangled up.
It's like trying to thread a needle in a haystack underwater.
We're feeling very optimistic. They've made several attempts already, but we're down to the short strokes in the last couple, I think, this time around. But I think they may have it right, and hopefully we'll see the boat rise sooner than later.
It took hours longer than expected.
The line is choked around the mast. They just are trying to get it a little more choked, just so it's right secure up against the lifting point.
It's amazing to see how, at the same time, heavy duty this is, but also how delicate it can be, how dexterous you have to be to get it around.
It makes me think about what it must be like on a spacewalk, working with a robotic arm. And these guys are masters at it. And they also clearly know how precious what they're lifting is. Most of these guys are great sailors themselves, so they really are passionate about doing this right, doing it properly, and getting her home.
Hours after the sun went down.
The mast has just pierced the surface. It's looking good right now. A lot more to come, though.
Finally, at 3 o'clock in the morning, Severn II was above water. An owner said Giles was there to greet her, already planning her regatta return.
We're looking forward to getting her back in shape again, making all the repairs and seeing her through into doing some racing before the season's over.
After 2 weeks in the murky depths of Lake Ontario, Severn II sees the light of day.
I thought that weekend, to be honest, that we would never see her again. To have her above water and on her way to be repaired up at our uncle's shop, I couldn't be happier.
Their hearts sank with the ship, but the sailing community's collective might brought her back and will keep her afloat for years to come. Ali Chiasson, CBC News, Toronto.